Welcome back, everybody. I'm Joe.
I'm Holly.
And together we are
Jolly.
Jolly. All right, guys. Today we're doing The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, the first Pink Floyd album. But before we get into it, I ask you please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Just a small little humble channel trying to grow, and I need your help to do it.
Yep, ring that bell so you get notified of our daily content, our shorts that we put out, and our live album streams that we do every night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go through the best albums of all time.
Of all time. And today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. That means a Pink Floyd night.
Woo!
And this one is, I got a little bit of a new way of doing things. I'm trying to rearrange my setup and get it all better. That's why your angles are changing a little bit.
I feel like I'm at an angle or something.
Yeah, you are at an angle. A right angle.
I don't know. Do I look right? I don't know.
Yeah, she's fine. But this one is The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, and it was released August 5th, 1967.
Wow.
And this is Pink Floyd's first one.
And this is the most requested. A lot of you all have really wanted to hear this album, so we're excited about it.
Yeah, we are. And this one is the band members, when this was released, were Syd Barrett on vocals, guitar, and the primary songwriter. Roger Waters on bass and vocals. Richard Wright on keyboard and vocals. And Nick Mason on the drums. And this is one of the most influential psychedelic albums of the 1960s.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It says, only Pink Floyd album led entirely by Syd Barrett. Recorded at Abbey Road Studios during the same time as Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Band.
That's
Interesting to know. Interesting to know.
So they were like in two different studios.
I guess they were.
You know, passing each other in the hall or something.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Hey guys.
Pink Floyd passing the Beatles in the hall?
That's fun.
Yeah, well, you know, you're in a good place when the Beatles are there. You're like, yeah, I've made it. This is going to be great. If I just passed the Beatles, I've got it made. But this first one's called Astronomy.
Oh my gosh.
Astronomy Domine. I was reading the whole thing.
Domine?
Yeah, Domine?
I guess.
Domine, I guess it is. It says a cosmic journey through space reflecting Barrett's fascination with the stars.
Ooh, okay.
Now you have me interested. Let's get into it and see what it's about. It takes a second to get going. I noticed that earlier when I played like 10 seconds of it. I was like, is the audio working? But yes.
Fights between the blue you once knew. Floating down, the sound resounds around the icy waters underground.
Wow.
Jupiter and Saturn over on Miranda and Titania.
Oh, that's
Neptune, Titan, stars can frighten.
wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen to that.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Oh, wow. Man, that's trippy as shit.
I love that. I thought
love
that
it
was
too.
awesome. I love that whole beat.
I did too. I got a trivia question for y'all too. What radio-like effect is heard at the very start of that song?
Dang, I don't know now.
Can you guess it in the next 10, 20 seconds? Boop, 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 boop. I wonder if I got a little sound on here from Jeopardy.
Well,
I think I did.
Major Zero said they also met with the Beatles for a short time, and Sid was a huge fan of the Beatles.
Well,
Which
I
is
would
awesome
imagine.
because I would be too. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic. That's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
how could you get any better? But to answer that trivia question is an actual voiceover from their manager, Peter Jennings, using a megaphone.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's
All right.
kind of neat.
This next song is called Lucifer Sam. It's
Uh-oh.
a whimsical ode to Sid's cat, blending spy-themed surf rock and surreal lyrics.
Must have been a mean cat.
You gotta be a mean-ass
Gosh.
cat for somebody to name you
Oh,
Lucifer
actually,
Sam.
Well, you know, Cinderella, the cat's name was Lucifer.
I wonder if that used to be a
on the
thing back in
cartoon
the
Cinderella.
60s or something. People naming their cat that. I have no
Huh.
idea. That's pretty cool.
But
And
that was a mean cat on there, so I'm just wondering.
yeah, you got
Figure
it's a
it out.
hellion. It's a hell panther right there is
Oh,
what that
gosh.
is. Could you imagine? The trivia question for Isn't is what was no damn. They ain't no way, bruh. It tried to give me a trivia question seriously of what was the
Oh, well,
name
ask
of
it. Wait a
Sid-
minute. Ask him what kind of cat it was.
Ah, okay. What kind of cat did Sid Barrett have? Does any of y'all know this?
Yeah, what was the breed
You
of
know its name, but
Lucifer
do you know
Sam?
do you know what kind it is?
That's it.
You know it, throw it in the comments.
Yeah.
Good save there, Holly. Good save.
I try to help when I can. Ooh, it sounds like 007 or something.
Really good said that damn cat.
I know. Was that Mission Impossible one?
Lucifer Sam, Cyan cat. Always sitting by your side, always by your side. That cat's something I can't explain.
Okay, this is a fun little beat. I love this.
Gentle, you're a witch.
Uh-oh.
You're the left side, he's the right side. Oh no. That cat's something I can't explain.
Oh, man.
Lucifer, go to sea. Be a hip cat, be a ship's cat, somewhere, anywhere. That cat's something I can't
I feel like I'm on a mission.
A mission, an impossible one. An impossible mission.
Night crowded, sifting sand, hiding around on the ground. He'll be found when you're around. That cat's something I can't explain.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I loved it.
I felt like that was like groovy. Like this is like a groovy album. Or these
Yeah,
two
this is
songs,
like far
anyway.
out, man.
What year did you say this was? 64?
I think it was
I can't remember
67.
now. 67?
I think it was.
Definitely have that like 60s
Yeah.
vibe.
And Grizzle Guts and Ronnie, you were right. It was a Siamese
Siamese
cat.
Those are beautiful.
I know, beautiful and mean as shit half the time.
That was another mean cat in the Disney Lady and the Tramp were Siamese cats. They were mean.
Yeah, I mean, they are
I
mean,
know.
a lot of them. But some of them's nice, I guess. I don't know. You know, cats kind of have personalities based on breed a lot of times.
Yeah.
I took my cat to the vet one time, and he was like, it was an orange cat, and he's like, most orange cats are nice. I was like, it's a pretty nice cat. And he was like, yeah, it's orange. He
I
was like,
love
I don't
that.
even worry about orange cats. They're all nice.
I love that song though. I really like that whole vibe of that. It just felt like a
I like
a
psychedelic rock.
mission, you know.
Psychedelic rock's the shiznit.
I like both of them. 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah,
Not what I was thinking of Pink Floyd.
yeah, me
Maybe
neither.
because it's their first.
But I'm liking it. It's,
Yeah,
it's a good
me
pleasure.
too. Yeah.
It's a pleasant
I'm kind of I'm
surprise, but it's good.
surprised.
Yeah, and that's great bands, man. Great bands,
Yeah.
you kind of know what to expect. Do you
Great
come in
bands.
and then you're like, I had no idea what to expect.
And this is their first. And, you know, we've heard their later on albums, so we can
Yeah,
kind of tell. I mean, I honestly, I don't remember a whole bunch of them now. Some of the songs. But I can tell how they've grown. So very, very neat.
yeah, 67. Yeah, that's right. Like Ronnie Grisco was saying,
Okay.
that's 67 when this come out.
It's very groovy.
Yeah, it's groovy. This next one is called Matilda Mother. Said it's a dreamy storybook song inspired by fairy tales and nostalgia.
Oh, okay.
And your trivia question for this one is, if you know it, what prevented Sid from using the original fairy tale lyrics he wanted?
Oh,
If you know that,
Yeah.
throw it in there.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
There was a king who ruled the land. His majesty was in command. Of silver eyes, the scarlet eagle showered silver on the people. Oh, mother, tell me more. Why'd you have to leave me there, hanging in my Inverness, waiting? What? You only have to read the lines, it's strictly black and everything shines. Across the stream with wooden shoes, bells to tell the king the news. 1,000 misty riders climb up higher once upon a time, wondering and dreaming. The words had different meaning.
Wow.
Yes,
Listen to that.
For all the time spent in that room, the doll's house darkness, old perfume, and fairy stories held me high on clouds of sunlight floating by. Oh, mother, tell me more. Tell me more.
Oh man. Oh my goodness.
Man, their harmonizing was spot on.
I love that. That's probably my favorite one on here
That
so
was
far.
that was beautiful.
Yeah, that was just phenomenal.
Man.
I could see, I've noticed something. A lot of times when these people have these breakout albums, man, this album is just fantastic. Like you go first Pink Floyd album, first this album, first that album. That first album's usually a banger, and
That's
that's what's
true.
propelled
Yeah.
them and launched them out. People's like, I love the shit out of that. I want to hear some more. Give me some more of it.
Well, I'm wondering what. So go ahead and do your trivia answer there.
Yeah, the answer was, the question was, what prevented Sid from using the original fairy tale lyrics he wanted? And the answer was copyright issues will Hilaire Baylock's estate.
Yeah. So I'm
So I guess they
wondering
wrote some fairy tales. he
what
wanted
was
to
the
use. What was the original one he wanted?
yeah
to use?
what he was wanting to use. So if y'all know that, let me know because I don't know. I've never heard anything like that, so I don't know what it was. But very pretty. I like that.
Yeah, I did too. That was fantastic. And this next one is called Flaming. Said a childlike dreamscape of imaginary games and fantastical places. I'm like, what is this,
That's
man?
what
This
I
was
want to do.
this is a psychedelic rock. It said this was
Oh
a psychedelic rock
yeah.
album.
Okay.
So
I get this psychedelic now.
Yeah,
Well, I
I-
was saying groovy.
yeah, well, I get the
Psychedelic.
psychedelic
Okay.
rock. I'm kind of understanding what that even means
Yeah,
now.
I wasn't
'Cause-
sure either.
Well, I wasn't really alive. I wasn't alive then. So I
Yeah,
was
he not.
still a twinkle in my daddy's eye in the 60s. But yeah, I'm like, oh man, this is fantastic. I might love more psychedelic rock.
I
So I'm
know,
really
okay.
going to have to dig into it.
So Major Zero said Sid is the leader on this era, so their sound is different than the 70s.
Yeah, and that makes total sense. Yeah, that makes total sense. I can see that.
So if you know what happened, like how did they, control who was the leader? I don't know.
yeah,
That's
that's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
it
usually
is.
when the leader goes, that's where the band goes.
Maybe.
I mean, usually,
Well, I mean, Sid Barrett's still in the band. Well, was still in the band. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like later
I
on.
wonder if somebody else became the leader or something. That's cool. All right, but your trivia question for Ison is, what children's game is referenced in the lyrics?
Okay.
If you know it, throw it down below before we get there. Oh, and do that poll again because I had to reset it.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Alone in the clouds all blue, lying on an eider down. Yippee, you can't see me, but I can you.
Wow.
Blazing in the foggy view, sitting on a unicorn. No fear, you can't hear me, but I can you. Watching buttercups come to light, sleeping on a dandelion. Too much, I won't touch you, but then I might.
clicker.
That's so good.
Alone in the castle lying on an eider down. Yippee, you can't see me, but I can
Man.
Oh man, I wasn't ready for that to be over. I was enjoying that too
Okay,
much.
this is my favorite so far.
The favorite album?
My favorite song for
Oh,
sure.
man.
On
And this-
here, I love that.
This could be my favorite Pink Floyd album. I don't know, man. They got
It
such...
doesn't sound like Pink Floyd.
I know. What is going on
Honestly,
here?
I
Their
mean-
sound entirely changed. I like this though.
I do
like
too.
this, and
It's
I like
so
the other. I
relaxing.
like the other version of Pink Floyd.
There's two
wow.
Pink Floyds.
Yeah, there's like two Pink Floyds.
But you
out
know,
here.
we haven't listened to Pink Floyd in a while, but, you know, well, I mean, we have. Yeah, didn't we just listen to the one Echoes? Was that
Yeah,
Pink
that's what I'm
Floyd?
saying. This is like,
I'm like, it just
wow.
doesn't sound like the same band.
no, it really don't. But it sounds amazing,
Man,
And
I love
So
this.
like whatever they do, they were just great at it. They're like whatever,
Oh,
whichever
man.
way I go, whether it's the wall or this, it's just gonna be a banger.
Man, Grizzle
Damn.
Guts said traveling by telephone, visionary for the time.
I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Could you imagine now you travel by telephone by video chatting somebody? I'm traveling by telephone right now.
I know, right? Man, that's
But
so
you're-
cool.
But your what children's game is referenced in the lyrics? Your answer is catching a glimpse of the nymph in me. I've never heard of
I
that.
haven't either.
Maybe that was some at the time, or maybe that's some over there that you guys play across the sea. I don't know. I would think I was thinking maybe hide and seek.
That's what Grizzle Guts said.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. But this next song is called POWR Toc H.
Power.
I bet it is Power Talk. I bet that's how you're supposed to say that. Power Talk. That's
Maybe.
pretty cool. I mean, it's spelled POWR and then TOCH. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that there. I'm guessing Power Talk. Said it's an experimental, largely instrumental
Okay.
piece with bizarre vocal effects
Ooh,
and percussive energy.
I'm excited for this one.
All right, this is the kind she loves. And your trivia question for this: what does Toc H refer to? And I'm actually interested to know that myself. So if you know, throw it down below. I'll try to wait for you before I look.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I know where that comes from.
Yep, the horses.
Wow. Oh my God.
Man, can you imagine some acid and this? Wow.
I hear all that with my right ear.
Yeah, me too. I guess we're supposed to. And that's funky. Shit. I wonder what kind of dance was this. wild and crazy time to be alive. That must
But that
have been.
kind of sounded more like Pink Floyd in some ways.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that was made to be listened to high as hell. I can tell, man. That song and weed go together like a hand in a glove.
Man.
Woo!
That was good. And they kept playing that little cymbal like it just...
That goes together like P. Diddy and Baby Oil right there.
Oh, my gosh. That's
Woo.
crazy.
Man, that was great. I'm telling you, that was some good shit. But that Toc H, it says, its answer for your question was a British Army signal, abbreviation for a Christian fellowship group.
Okay. So
Interesting.
So some of the comments over here, too, they said that Sid wrote most of the songs, this Major Zero, Sid wrote most of the songs, and he also had the rock star image. His use of LSD caused him to leave the band, so they got David Gilmour as a replacement. And I didn't think about that. Because you didn't read David Gilmour whenever you was naming off the band, did you?
No.
I forgot that
I didn't know he was in there yet.
The main guy.
Yeah,
or
that's
you know
why
what I'm saying.
I'm going to start listing like I did on this one, the members of the group at the time the album was made. That way I'll understand when they flipped and they changed and stuff. Because that seems to be, a lot of these bands do this, not, just Pink Floyd. Like, what was it? Van Halen.
No,
Van Halen had
and
the
Leonard
different guy.
Skinner, because
and Leonard Skinner.
those people,
all kinds
perished
of
in that crash.
But this next
Man,
one,
that's
yeah, that was trippy as hell.
Yeah.
That was a straight trippy album or trippy song right there. This next is called "Take Up Thy Stethoscope and Walk," written by Roger Waters.
okay. Who they say Roger Waters is Sid Barrett,
Oh, really?
right?
What?
No, yeah, Roger Keith Barrett.
Oh,
Sid's real name was Roger.
okay. Yeah, it says written
Making
by
sure I read all
Roger
this
Waters. I guess that's a lot of LSD.
Dang, I'm
don't
confused.
understand. So
I'm trying to figure out who they are.
written by Walter Rogers. It's Waters' first composition for Pink Floyd. I'm guessing he's somebody different. A chaotic organ-heavy track about illness and madness. Dang. Says, and the question is, trivia question, what does the title parody? Oh.
What was it called again? Take up a stethoscope. Oh my God.
And walk. Stethoscope and walk.
Okay. Wow.
Dang. What?
Man, looks like a bar.
Oh, man.
I love the organ.
Yeah, loving that organ.
Man,
Oh, yeah. Man, this
Okay.
album is crazy. I've loved the shit out of this. Most of it.
that was something.
But
else.
this is a says the title of this one is kind of like a parody of John 5:8. Take up that bed and walk. He said, "Take up that stethoscope and walk."
So
kinda
he
what they
was like,
referencing
he
on
wasn't
that.
feeling good, but he was alive. He done got to feeling better. It's like kind of what I was. It was at the vibe, y'all.
It was kind of vibe. Kind of vibe.
And I
right
messed
there.
up. Roger Keith Barrett is Sid's real name.
Yes.
Thank you, Grizzle Cat.
Okay. Yeah. Not Roger Waters. That's two
Oh
different
my
people.
gosh,
Two different. Whew, she's over here. Her brain's
stressing me out.
Her brain's sweating over here. But yeah, this next one's called Interstellar Overdrive. Said it's a sprawling distorted instrument symbolizing the birth of psychedelic space rock. Holy crap. I didn't know there was such a thing as psychedelic space rock.
I didn't either, but we've been
How
in space twice
awesome.
now with this album.
Oh, I was about to
With
say, what
this
the hell
one.
are you talking about? Been in space twice? I ain't never been there.
You know what I mean with that first song.
You've been there on your, you've been astronauting on yourself. I ain't never been that high. I'd be like, I'm in space. See my brother do it a time or
Seen
two,
the
though.
stars.
He thought he was in space. I seen him walking like an astronaut through here one day. I was like, oh, hell no. All right, but trivia question for this is what inspired the opening riff?
Okay.
If you know it, throw it down below. And let's dive into
Rock
this
and
one.
roll, baby.
Interstellar Overdrive.
Man, that sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. My goodness.
Sounds like a heartbeat.
Wow. like my mind's trying to focus on one part.
With me, man. There's a lot going on.
If you have headphones, it's like fading in and out.
Yeah, on each ear.
Yeah, it's really neat. My brain can't compute.
Man, I tell you what. That's crazy as shit.
Like somebody running.
Wow. Wow, that was crazy.
I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah, it's like my ears done had a stroke. I don't know what the hell.
That was so
there.
much going on. What was that about again? I don't even remember.
Oh,
Go back up.
man.
Read it again.
It was just a psychedelic space
Okay.
rock, a sprawling, distorted
Symbolizing.
instrumental symbolizing the birth of psychedelic space rock. And your trivia
Well-
question was, what inspired the opening riff? And the answer was the manager of another band humming a tune to them. That inspired the opening riff. I
don't
just
even
wonder if
remember
that
the
was.
opening riff no more.
I just wonder if that was like George Martin, because remember they recorded this in there with the Beatles. So it could have been the Beatles manager hummed that tune to him. He was like the fifth Beatle, and he did do a
Man.
bunch of stuff. So I wouldn't be the least bit
So
surprised.
space rock is a thing.
Psychedelic space rock,
Oh, I'm
Brad.
sorry.
Not just
Psychedelic
space rock.
space
That makes it
rock.
sound boring.
I've never heard of that. And that was the birth of it. I bet other things got born during that time to that
Oh
music.
man, that was crazy. That was crazy as shit.
Wow.
I'm like, man, that
Man.
would have. If you'd have took
Ronnie said he saw a lot of on a video, a Pink Floyd documentary, that a lot of people were dancing to this song. Which
I
I
I imagine it was.
gosh.
How the hell would you even dance to that? Though?
Well, it's just a vibe, man.
Yeah, it's a
you
whole
know,
thing. It's a toe thing.
I don't know. I don't know how to dance. I would just wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, wiggle and jiggle. That's all you gotta do, man. I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean,
Man.
your brain like has to process that or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that was neat.
need a moment to.
Recuperate.
My brain seizing up on me over here. Whew. I'm telling you, man. If you get your medicine from the VA like me, they got me on enough of it to enjoy it. I'm like, oh yeah, let's chill out, man. But this next is called The Gnome. Said it's about a whimsical story of Grimble Gumble, a gnome in a magical world.
This is crazy.
This is gonna be
y'all.
great. I love this shit.
What in the
This-
world? I
this
love
is-
this album.
I have too. I have loving this album.
Wow.
Trivia question: what was Sid Barrett's inspiration for this song?
Okay.
Oh my goodness! And I just read the answer, and
He cheated.
I'm
What a cheater.
I'm like, whoop! Oh, that's wonderful.
Cheater.
I want to tell you a story about a little man, if I can. A gnome named Grimble Grumble,
Rumble.
and little gnomes stay in their homes, eating, sleeping, drinking their wine. He wore a scarlet tunic, a blue-green hood, it looked quite good. He had a big adventure amidst the grass, fresh air at last. Whining, dining, biding his time. And then one day, hooray, another way for gnomes to say, hooray. Look at the sky, look at the river, isn't it good? Look at the sky, look at the river, isn't it good? Winding, finding places to go. And then one day, hooray, another way for gnomes to say, hooray.
Oh man. Okay, loved it.
What? I don't understand. What was the gnome saying?
Who may?
Who may?
I don't know.
Y'all
Hell,
tell me.
I was just jamming,
Tap it over
bro.
here so I can see. Well, I mean, it was a big deal. I want to know what he was saying.
Here, if you don't know, I'll show you.
I like that. That was his voice was beautiful.
Yeah, and I like what it's about. Here you go.
Oh, wait a minute. Was it? Oh, it just said, oh my.
Yeah.
Another way for gnomes
Oh.
to say, oh my.
Oh my. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and your
I didn't
trivia
know.
question was, what was Sid Barrett's inspiration for this song? And the answer is his love for Tolkien and fantasy literature. Lord of the Rings, bro, he loved it.
And the Hobbit.
He loved Tolkien. Oh
Silmarillion.
man, that's my man. I like Sid Barrett more now. I love Tolkien. Tolkien is the shit. Lord of the Rings, that kind of stuff. Oh man, I eat that shit up.
Yeah, he loves the fantasy stuff.
Dude, I can't help it, man. I can't help it. Thou shalt not like Tolkien. That's bullshit.
Or Sid Barrett.
Or Sid Barrett. They're
I'm
both
enjoying
awesome.
this album. I'm enjoying
Pink
Sid
Floyd
Barrett.
has got 10 points in my book. I'm throwing that on the playlist.
I guarantee you he's going to show everybody this song.
Yep. I damn
Yeah,
sure will.
this is going to be his song off the album. I already know.
Yep, probably so. It mentions Lord of the Rings, and it's about a hobbit. In case you didn't know,
That's
the
kinda
gnome,
neat,
the gnome
yeah.
sounded a lot like a hobbit, which I'm betting it was the same thing. But, all right, this next is called Chapter 24,
Okay.
based on I Ching, exploring the theme of renewal and change.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, renewal and change, man. That reminds me of like winter and spring. Kind of reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
Said, and your question for this one is trivia question: what ancient text inspired the lyrics?
Oh, you already said it.
I already said it. You give me the same damn thing. I didn't give it away. It's I Ching. You get to cheat on this one, but let's go.
All movement is accomplished in 6 stages.
Okay.
Or 6 inches, depending on who you are.
The 7th brings return. The 7 is the number of the young light. It forms when darkness is increased by 1. Change, return, success, going and coming without error. Action brings good fortune, sunset. The time is with the month of winter solstice,
Okay.
when the change is due to come.
Oh wow.
Thunder in the earth, the course of heaven. Things cannot be destroyed once and for all.
Wow.
Change, return, success, going and coming without error. Action brings good fortune, sunset, movement is accomplished in 6 stages.
Wow.
And the 7th brings return. The 7 is the number of the young light. It forms when darkness is increased by 1. Change, return, success, going and coming without error. Action brings good fortune, sunset, sunrise,
That was
Wow.
very interesting.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked that. That was pretty neat. I liked that whole, thing. That's exactly what I thought of when I read the title.
You know,
It made me think of that, like winter and spring.
Sometimes change can be a good thing for people. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
it sucks balls. I hate winter.
I ain't talking about winter. I'm talking about change in general.
Yeah, change in general can be good.
And actually, we've been roasting over here like 100 degrees for, I don't know.
I don't give a damn.
The first day of summer. I need some rain and some cooling off.
I'll take 100 degrees Fahrenheit over 40 degrees Fahrenheit every day.
I don't want it to be cold, but gosh.
Shit, I don't give a damn. I'm like a lizard over here. I'm one of them lizard people. I'll take my damn hot air. I don't give a shit about the cold. You can keep that.
I don't want the cold either. I'm just saying. I was saying
that cold in the Arctic where it goes.
Change can be good for some people. Some people change their occupation when they get older. Some people change, their hair.
Yeah, Grizzle cut you right. It wouldn't be I ching, would it? I know, right?
He don't know how to play. He don't know how to play trivia.
Hell it was like give me the damn answer in the title or something. I'm like, that's crazy. The next one's called The Scarecrow. Said it's a surreal philosophical song about Barrett's isolation and acceptance. Interesting.
Really?
Interesting. And your trivia question. Well, okay.
It's kind of the same,
kind of not. Your trivia question is, what does Scarecrow represent? It ain't really him, but it's kind of something similar. You can take a guess. You'll probably get it. And if it ain't, we'll call it close enough.
The black and green scarecrow, as everyone knows, stood with a bird on his hat and straw everywhere he didn't care. He stood in a field where barley grows.
Wow. It's actually really pretty.
His head did no thinking, his arms didn't move, except when the wind cut up rough and mice ran around on the ground. He stood in a field where barley grows. The black and green scarecrow was sadder than me, but now he's resigned to his fate, his life's not unkind, he doesn't mind. He stood in a field where barley grows.
Wow, it's not good.
Oh, wow. That was short.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say some more.
Yeah, I was waiting on
But
it.
it is Scarecrow. They ain't very smart.
Yeah, okay. So the Scarecrow was a metaphor for emotional detachment and loneliness, it says. And that's, like, damn. That's kind of crazy.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I'd never really thought of it like that, but that's kind of,
I mean, they are by themselves out there, but they're protecting the gardens.
Yeah, but they're, lonely.
Yeah. Maybe if I put me a scarecrow up, I'll put a little female scarecrow up to go with it.
Yeah. You would. Fuck that Scarecrow. All right. This next one's called Bike. Said it's a whimsical song filled with odd, childlike objects and absurdity.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Your trivia question is, what sound effect closes this album? Holy crap, is this last one? Damn, this is the last one. This is the last one of the album, guys. We've been through this whole album. The Bike.
Has it been an hour? Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
an hour.
Oh, wow.
I've got a bike, you can ride it if you like. It's got a basket of balloon rings and things to make it look good.
Yeah.
I'd give it to you if I could, but I
Gerald.
He's getting rather old, but he's a good mouse. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything, if you want thing. I've got a clan of gingerbread men. Here are men, there are men, lots of gingerbread men. Take a couple if you wish, they're on the dish. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything, if you want things. I know a room of musical tunes, some rhyme, some tune, most of them are not one. Let's go into the other room and make a one.
Let's see what they do now.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. This is so fun.
I know. I love
Oh, God. The little shaking things. Wow. That is so fun. I don't know.
And that's how they end
That
the
might be my
album.
favorite.
Yeah, that probably is my favorite one on the album right there. Yeah, that's my favorite one on the album. Easily loved it. That was
Oh,
just it was
man.
nice. It was fun, and your answer to that was a loop of tape effects meant to sound like a room of clinking and creaking toys.
And it kind of did. It
And it
kind of
did.
sounded like that, clocks or something. But definitely, if you had kids, you know what those
Yeah, that
rooms
was,
sound like.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that.
And that one thing at the end, that was one of those like things that you shook back and forth.
yeah, that's what,
Do you know what I'm talking
like
about?
Ronnie said, geese.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It did sound like geese.
It did, actually. It did sound like it. And Gerald the mouse, okay. Obviously I don't like mice. But if I ever see one, I want to name it Gerald instead of
Yeah.
Mickey.
He's a good mouse. He's a good mouse. He's kind of old, but he's an old mouse. But
I
he's a
know.
good mouse.
That was fun. Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
love
What was
that.
the other songs on here? Let me look at them again because, I forget what they were called.
Well, you're going to have to give me a second.
Because I want to see if that was my absolute favorite.
All right. You started with that one.
Astronomy Domine.
Yeah, I'm not Domine.
Which was really good and actually psychedelic. Then the one about the cat, which was funny. Matilda Mother, that was actually good.
Yeah,
too.
that was good too.
Flaming, I really liked Flaming. So it's probably between Flaming and Bike,
I think
which is weird song names.
I like Bike, honestly. I think Bike's probably my favorite on one of those albums.
Really? Other than that other one you liked? Go down, because you had the other one you liked. La 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 la. The Gnome. Remember?
Oh,
He done forgot
shit.
about it, y'all.
Yeah, I did.
But
Okay,
that one
I
was
gotta
short
go
and
with the
fun.
Gnome. I gotta go with the Gnome, and then I'm going with Bike, just for the token, just for the inspiration behind
So
it.
I have
like
a
it more.
question. Is this the only album that Sid Barrett was
No, I think I don't.
the singer on, like the lead guy?
Well,
Y'all let me know.
it said up here.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I know
done
he
read it.
was
Hold
on
a
there.
minute.
Remember, because he
Let me scroll
pretty
all
much
the way.
got kicked out because of LSD.
She don't listen. She don't listen to.
It's
my
hard to
own
remember,
intro.
y'all.
Let's see. Yeah, he was the primary songwriter on this one. Yeah, the only Pink Floyd album led entirely by Sid
okay,
Barrett.
okay. So I like Sid Barrett. Do try Sid's first solo album, The Madcap Laughs, and his second album, Barrett. So he went on to become a what is it? Just a single artist or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's what Ronnie or Grizzlegut said.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
he
he's
would
got
know.
2 albums out himself. So
Oh,
we should
that's
definitely check
interesting.
them out because I enjoyed this album.
Yeah, I did too. I really loved this album. What would you rate it?
I'm gonna give it a 10.
I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10.
And
That was just awesome. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was just fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's light. It's kooky. It's quirky. It's everything. It checks all my boxes. It's crazy as hell. I love crazy music. You know, if you throw something crazy in there, I'm gonna love it. Mostly.
Yeah, I just like the originality of it, honestly. You know, like they just had so much going on that one song, the Interstellar song.
Psychedelic space rock. Sign me
Yeah,
up,
I mean,
man.
you think about how you're going to sit there and like just make all this music together and put it together, and it, you know, sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know how it is. I'm sure y'all had like your little basement or garage little bands or something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it was just fun, and I feel like that's what this was.
Yeah, and
This album.
speaking of interesting fact, speaking of
What?
psychedelic, tomorrow night is Beatles night, and we're on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts
I
Club.
know, and we listened to that one already. So
Yeah,
this
but
is our
we're-
second round of it.
Yeah, because we get to go through it again because we're going through in order,
I
and
know.
that's next.
Guys, they
And it was
sound so
recorded
different.
at the same time as this one.
I know. And it
What's
kind
the
of,
odds
I
of
feel
that?
like
I
it
did
kind
not
of
plan
has,
that.
I feel like it kind of has the same vibe.
Yeah, so make sure y'all
So
stick
we're gonna
around
be
tomorrow.
vibing
for
tomorrow night too.
Beatles night. Now y'all
Yeah.
remember the schedule, you know, Wednesday night's Beatles night, Tuesday's night's Pink Floyd's night, Saturday night's Beatles night. So
Yeah.
and Friday night is Rush night.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And we're gonna try to
Really looking forward to that, and I'm going through them in order.
yeah.
I had to devote nights to specific groups so I could go through the group in order. If I had it on 60s night and then 70s night, then I couldn't go through the whole group in that order. So we're gonna do that.
Yep. We're gonna have lots
And
of
Monday's
fun.
Rolling Stones Day,
Woohoo!
as always.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah, buddy. And I posted the schedule online. If you'll look at the post on Facebook, you can see it probably
Yeah.
on our page.
And we'll probably do that for a while, and then we may, you know, tweak it up a little. And you
Yeah.
know, y'all
Eventually,
know how it is,
when I
how
get
we
through,
change this stuff up.
Saturday will always be Beatles night. But when we get through with the Beatles, I'm trying to go through them in order. When
Yeah.
I go through them, then I'll take Wednesday when I finally get through all the Beatles albums, and we'll do something else on Wednesday. But for right now, it's Beatles night too. So we got 2 Beatles nights, Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
But
Man.
yeah, guys.
And
this has been
yesterday was Ringo's birthday, and yesterday was Joe's birthday, and
It
I
was.
forgot to announce that on here yesterday.
Womp,
Happy
womp, womp.
birthday, old man.
I'm not that old. I'm just a little old. I got to move this in here. Yeah.
But thanks for watching with us, guys. Make sure that y'all hit that bell so you get notified. Subscribe so you can come in and be with our shenanigans. as Joe
Yeah, and I
says.
appreciate you guys being with
Yeah,
me
thanks,
on this
Ronnie,
musical
Grizzleguts,
journey.
and everybody else who's been commenting on there.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
We love chatting with y'all.
Yeah, I have a good time with y'all. This is fun for me. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting
Yeah.
on here listening to music and jamming out with you. And thanks for being with us on another musical journey. Till next time, guys. Stay jolly.
Stay jolly.
And we're out of here.